Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with Conversations with Self. It's a segment that I normally do on a Monday, and it's, me having a conversation with myself. I just record it. What you going to talk about today, Self? I'm going to talk about how to practice self-compassion while dealing with trauma. What? Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today, Self. That sounds sad. Depends how you look at it. If you want to heal, think about it like that. Think about it like, you can be sad, but you can work out of your sadness, You don't have to stay stuck there, But let's talk about it, Self. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit. Treating yourself with kindness and understanding is a crucial aspect of practicing self-compassion, especially when dealing with trauma. Here are some tips to help you cultivate self-compassion in the face of trauma. Acknowledge your feelings. Recognize and accept your emotions even if they are painful or difficult. Practice mindfulness. Engage in mindfulness techniques to stay present and reduce the impact of distressing thoughts. Seek professional help. Reach out to therapists, counselors, or support groups that specialize in trauma. They can provide valuable guidance and support. Set realistic expectations. Understand that healing is a process, and it's okay to think, it's okay to take things one step at a time. I'm traumatized, and some days are better than others, but I try to make sure I have something to do and that I don't allow myself to be stuck, constantly thinking about the negative things. What I do is I try to find something positive to do and focus on that, Validate your experience. Remind yourself that your feelings and experience are valid regardless of whether others understand it or acknowledge them. You can't always expect everybody to understand where you're coming from or what you're going through if they're not going through it. And even if they are going through it or have gone through it, they may not want to hear it. So you got to find a place within yourself where you find your contentment. I mean, and it's not easy. It's an everyday walk, Prioritize self-care. Engage in activities that promote physical, emotional, and mental well-being, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. And I do all of those things. I try to find things to do to take my mind off of being negative, because that stuff's always going to be there, We're always going to have something that can go wrong, And when things go wrong, it's, and how we get through it. How do we manage our emotions and trying to get through the process, It's about trying to stay balanced. Establish boundaries. Learn to say no when necessary and protect your mental and emotional space from potentially triggering situation or people. And that's what I've done. I had to cut people out of my life. I'm single, so when I meet people, if I see that they're not in alignment with how I am, then I don't want to be around them. And that can be a problem when people don't want to let go, It's just hard. I don't want to be, there's certain types of situations and behaviors I don't want to be around. And I had to, shut the door on folks, I don't have to put up with madness, and neither do you. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small they may seem. Journaling. Write down your thoughts and emotions. This can provide clarity and act as a therapeutic outlet, and I do journal. I journal just about every day. I do mine mostly in outline form. Sometimes I'll, sometimes I write. I'm a writer, but I do journal a lot. Let me just say it like that. Engage in creative outlets. Art, music, or other creative pursuits can be a powerful tools for self-expression and healing. And I'm an arts person. I'm definitely into music. I listen to music just about every day, That's an inexpensive way to pick me up, the music can take you through all of the different moods, with all that's out there. So if it's something that, that you like and it can take your mind off of, the negative things that you're dealing with, then, consider that. It doesn't cost. Most people have access to music. Connect with supportive people. Surround yourself with understanding, empathetic individuals who can provide a safe space for you to share your feelings. Find some groups in your area, Go online and find some groups, Google what your interests are. And if you don't have access to groups in a city or in your town where you're at, and just, try to find a place where you can be able to socialize with people in a safe atmosphere, in a safe environment, to be a part of a community. Challenge negative self-talk. Replace self-criticism with self-compassion. Treat yourself as, you would a friend or a similar situation. And I try to do that with myself, We all make mistakes, and it's about trying to heal from it, Once you make the mistake, you can't go back and undo anything. You try to just get through it and try to manage it the best way you can, depending on whatever that situation is, But it's just something you got. Once it's done, it's done. So it's about forgiving yourself and trying to not, continue to do the same types of things, But even with that, even when you do mess up and you keep doing something, the same thing over and over, just be patient with yourself, If it's something you got to want to heal, so you have to look at it from that standpoint, I'm not gonna I can't take these topics deeper than what I need to. I'm just trying to give you an overview, because if you need more guidance, seek professional help. Okay, you can go online if you don't have access to any social services programs or medical facilities in your area. Go online and see if you can, and see what you have access to. Okay, see what's available to you. Practice forgiveness. This includes forgiving yourself for any perceived shortcomings or mistakes you believe you've made. That's very important. You got to forgive yourself first. Be patient with yourself. Understand that healing takes time, and it's okay to experience setbacks along the way. And I've experienced so many setbacks. I just feel like it just seems like a part of life. But I try to just stay positive and turn it over to God and try to manage my life the best I can, but it's His will be done, But if we try to stay balanced and just seek God in all things, He helps us to manage and navigate through our difficult moments, Remember, practicing self-compassion is an ongoing journey. It's important to be gentle with yourself and celebrate the progress you make, no matter how small it may seem. Okay?